Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I'm your most favorite manifestation coach under the sun. Reason why there's no such coaching like my coaching anywhere on the internet. True story. And nobody spends as much time on and with their clients like I do. True story still. All the information from me is below. There are 3 packages that I offer in coaching with me. It depends on your personality. There is a package that consists of audio exchange unlimited that also includes some phone calls. There is a Zoom unlimited sessions package, as well as unlimited phone calls deluxe, which includes as well emails, unlimited emails, and text messages with me. Okay, so it just depends what you prefer, but in either case, we interact 2 to 3 times per week with my clients, and I guide them through my coaching program. Okay, I recommend 2 to 3 months minimum in order to cover this because I'm very thorough in my coaching. There is no such coaching. There is no such coaching. I keep saying that not just to brag on me, but to brag on the program that I've developed that really helped a lot of people, okay, like thousands. And I've recently recorded an audio going into specifics why it is so different. I don't do anything like what's out there. Okay, and nobody does like what I do out there because it's very thorough. I literally start with your childhood all the way up until today. I need to cover your history. Then and only then, I help you get rid of your blocks, manifestation blocks, they call them. I call them correcting your beliefs and really just examining your emotional health. And excavating those emotions that do not help you presently. And you will find because universe is energetically created and your universe is energetically created also, you will find that this is where it's at. The majority of the work in my coaching will be centered around your beliefs, your emotions, the pile of garbage that I call the beliefs that do not serve you, and the emotions associated with them. You've lived a lot of life. There's some things that you've experienced that have either traumatized you or affected you negatively, and this needs to be examined and corrected, replaced with something different in order for your blueprint, i.e. beliefs, to function in your favor rather than against you. And this, quite frankly, takes a knowledgeable coach, a coach who knows what they're doing, and hand-holding, quite frankly, with your client on a regular basis. And that does not exist out there. For the price that I offer it, it really, really does not. The amount of work that goes into it and the amount of time that I spend even on your audio, re-listening to it more than once, the conversations that I record with my clients, of course, as per their permission, I need to record them because I need to re-listen to them more than once. And again, Zoom sessions, I just reintroduced this package. Many people have asked me to have those. I understand you need to see my pretty face. I want to see your pretty face also. But that's also helpful. I understand to interact, and seeing the person's reaction. And I will record those as per your permission, of course. The idea behind the coaching is to come humble, come open, and come really honest. There's no point in presenting a pretty picture in coaching. I just want to stress this. There's no point in lying, misrepresenting truth. Okay, it will not help you. You might as well just come completely vulnerable. And I understand it's not easy, but everything is confidential in my coaching. It's an agreement that you will sign between me and you. Basically it states I'm not a psychiatrist. Everything is confidential unless is if I become aware that you're a threat to yourself. Okay, but I've never had to deal with that. Threat to yourself, to me, or to somebody else, and you'll, explicitly tell me about it. I've never had to deal with it, thank goodness. But that's the only the only event, okay, that would have to occur where the confidentiality would be lifted, because, well, I would have to report it, quite frankly, okay? It's a moral and legal duty of anybody. So if you have any issues that cannot be helped in coaching, because I am a very direct coach, you need to think about these things, because I will push you to do your best, and I will push your buttons, quite frankly, for you to do a great job in my coaching. I'm very straightforward. I curse in my coaching, not, to disrespect anyone, but for emphasis only. I don't mind if you do, but I certainly do. If you'd like to, after checking out a lot of my videos and audios or on my channel, have over 260 of them. If you'd like to schedule an hour with me before making up your mind, if I'm the right kind of coach for you, you can do that. Everything is on my website. And if you have any questions beforehand, email me, please. Okay, so I was going to record this much later, as I was saying, but it's New Year's Eve, and this is my opportunity to record it. And Happy New Year, everybody around the world. Everybody who's listening, all my clients, you know who you are. Love and adore you to the moon and back. Very grateful for my clients. I've had a marvelous year. I hope you did too. It was wild. It like just zoomed by. It seemed. And, I was preparing my taxes this afternoon. Yes, it's been a wild year, all right. It's been eventful. Let's just say that. All good things, all good things. I consider myself super lucky for having coached like for over 8 years now. Different personalities, different people of all walks of life. And having the community on YouTube, quite frankly, I'm very grateful for all of you as well. It really inspires me to hear you, that I affect you positively. And I do come with a personality, and I'm not going to apologize for it, not even a little bit, no matter what. I think I push people's buttons, and somebody ought to do it, so it might as well be me. I think people need a little rock and roll kind of like coach in their life, in the best sense of the word, because I'm not going to be this pretty blonde Barbie doll coach ever. I'm going to literally push your buttons so that you can heal and move on. And so for those of you who have appreciation for it, my hat's off to you. And to many more this year, to many more success stories in your life, in new clients' lives, etc., etc. The subject of today is your confidence will make your SP your puppet. Okay. So this can be applied to anything. Again, like many of you know, anything I record for my channel is literally can be applied to anything. But because a lot of people write to me like endlessly about their SPs, and literally that's the subject that triggers a lot of people in such a way that they, for the first time maybe even, start re-examining their life and considering coaching and considering self-help and self-development, etc., etc. This is why I started also, in addition to people asking me to talk about it, I think this is why I started to really put an emphasis on it, because the affairs of the heart are truly a trigger, and for a reason. It's literally a mirror of what's going on inside. And so a lot of you, of course, are listening in because you're going through some things right now with your SPs, and it's not what you want. It isn't the story that you've written for yourself in your mind, and somehow something else is playing out. And most of you are either surprised, disappointed, really dreading this result at the moment. And maybe you don't understand, maybe you do, how this all came about. But I'm here to tell you, it's all fixed. First of all, it's all fixable. Okay, here's the number one thing that I really want you to understand. And get ready, this is going to be a long audio. I anticipated it. no matter what you hear from other coaches, okay, those coaches that are like with glittery nails and, put all sorts of stickers, or like going to like extend, like literal like extended effort of like creating all these graphics and putting like words on their screen and this and that. You know what that reminds me of? By the way, parenthesis here, not for nothing. I watched this now I'm like watching David Portnoy like all the time in my spare time, because I think he's a fascinating guy. No matter what you think about him, he's fascinating. I like successful people. I study them. And he did this review of one of the pizzerias in Manhattan, and he came out with this pizza box, and the pizza box was, not a regular one, like you would usually encounter. It was really like highly designed, and this fancy design and beautiful kind of like packaging. And he right away said, I'm suspicious because the packaging should be just simple. And I was like, I so agree. Right? I'm not into bells and whistles. I'm not into like fucking graphics and, fancy videos with, fancy cameras and this, that, and the other. Like, I on purpose, okay? You want to know the truth? I on purpose don't go on camera just so you guys don't get distracted with my face, okay? So you can listen to the message and get the most out of it. All right. Well, part of the reason is I'm busy, and sometimes I just don't have the time to like set the lights up and this and any other. And I'm not so technology savvy, parenthesis here. And I've got, a busy life, and I've got other businesses, and I'm busy like helping my clients. Okay. So I don't have always the time to record my face. But most importantly, I made it a point to make this a super simple delivery. Here's an audio posted on YouTube. Here's the information. The information is gold. If it resonates, which it should, if you understand where I'm coming from, then we've got something here. I'm not like the other. Somebody told me, I don't remember who it was. One of the haters. You're not helping beginners. You know what? I've helped so many beginners. It's not even like funny. I am not a beginner. I present what my point of view is. If you're a beginner, you can come in and ask me questions. Loads and loads of people have. So it isn't about the packaging. It's about what's inside. The truth of the matter is, it's the message, the information, okay, the goods, the golden diamonds. Which it is. I'm not even bragging on me. I'm bragging on. Listen, it's sometimes I listen back to my channel. I'm like, who is this person? I channel. Okay, I've made no secret of it. And so where was I? When somebody tells you, oh, it's not fixable. This is not the right thing for you to do, or this is not the right thing for you to want to. First of all, if you want it, you already have it in a parallel reality. Okay. This is what I didn't understand with other coaches, like watching some of the things that people started sending me, like it's immoral to manifest this, or this is taboo, or this is witchcraft, and all this fucking bullshit, okay? Such nonsense, or you fucked this up. There's nothing to fuck up. The universe is consisting of innumerable parallel realities. How can you fuck anything up? It's beyond me. Some people like say shit that it's like coming out of their behind. I'm like, what are you talking? Have you even studied? Like, have you even like read a book? Like, who are you regurgitating right now? Please, like, stop instilling fear. Here's my problem. Here's my one and only problem. Lazy people, okay? Lazy people who don't want to do the work, who don't want to study, whether that's a coach or somebody who wants to, quote unquote, learn manifestation. If you don't want to do the work, I don't have any resonance towards you. I just don't. It's not poof and here, voila, and you're a superstar at manifesting. No, it doesn't exist. You're under the impression of all of these, again, glitzy videos that give you the wrong impression that here, watch a video, or 300 million of them, and everything will be all right. No, my darling, no, 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 no. This is why I developed my coaching for people like you. Whereas if you screw your head on right and understand that it's all about you, you need to treat yourself like a Rolls Royce, not McDonald's, okay? Not some kind of other shitty car. Where you are deserving of this investment of time and effort so that your life can go smoothly from here on, and not watch all these videos that are promising you overnight success. There is no such thing. Okay, confidence, like the other day somebody asked me during my Ezra, I think it was, how do you have this confidence? I was not always so confident. And by the way, join my private club. I've just literally dropped another audio that it was like, oof, I don't know. I don't even know what came over me. I just recorded it. It was marvelous. I'm not even joking. It was amazing. But it's on another, I'm discussing other things now over there. You know, it's another level kind of situation. It's not just as peace. It's everything, you know. I don't know how to say it. It's way more in depth for you to understand. And so confidence is built with work. You need to put in the work into it. First of all, you need to recognize you're not confident. This is why the problem came about in the first place. This is why your SP reflected it back to you. This is why the third party, this is why the drama of trauma panorama, this is why they abandoned you or divorced you or whatever happened. Fear, no confidence, insecurities, you know, all this jazz. It translated into circumstances. Okay, when you realize you've commanded it all, there is nothing to like be angry about or complain about. You have produced the result that you were contemplating in your mind. Now, if you did it unconsciously, okay, you didn't actually want it consciously, but unconsciously, and by unconsciously, I really mean you started feeling some type of way, insecurities, again, fears, etc. In other words, it's not so unconscious that you are not aware of it. Consciously, you say you want one result, but unconsciously, you have beliefs buried in your psyche that don't let you go there. It's like a thermostat set on 71 degrees and you want it to be like 75. It's not going to budge. It's going to stay right at 71. Why? Because beliefs. Because you don't believe you deserve that happiness. You don't believe you're lovable or whatever your case might be. I don't know your story. You know your story. Okay? So when you realize you made them disappear, you can make them reappear. You can make anything reappear that disappeared. It never went anywhere, actually. They never went anywhere. They're right there. They're waiting for you to literally, I have this video on my YouTube channel. Your SP is waiting for you to get your shit together. So true. So true. They're waiting for you to get your shit together. Because it's not that, see, you put such importance on circumstances, people, and events when the entire, it's like the whole thing. Like imagine you're a stand-up comedian or an actor of some kind, and you're doing a monologue. There's only you on stage, in other words, and the entire world is looking at you, your SP included, and you're looking outwards and you are waiting for them to give you what to say. The audience is waiting for you what you're going to say, what you're going to command, what you're going to illustrate, act like, etc. They're just a mirror. If you're going to say something funny, they're going to laugh. If you're going to make them cry with your sincere speech, they're going to cry, etc., etc. In the like manner, if you want your SP, the confidence with which you command them back is like, you're back. That's it. We're done playing games. But the reason you don't do it, twofold. One, you don't know you can do it. Two, you feel resentment towards them. You're angry. There's something there that it's like, It's very simple. When you really like look at it, it's super simple. Energetically, you are pushing them away. Now, why that is, I don't know. Again, you know your story, I don't. But energetically, it's like you're saying, don't come near me. Even though you say, yeah, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you, inside you're saying, don't come near me. I'm afraid. You're going to hurt me all over again. This is not going to be what I want it to be. Meanwhile, okay, I want you to realize that you've created the situation that's playing out at hand right now yourself. And you're blaming your own creation on the outcome. Now think how stupid that is. That is really fucking stupid. Really, really stupid. Okay? It's okay to examine, and a lot of the times I examine, most of the time, I start with, all the time, I should say, with examining what's at hand. How can you change something that you don't know what you're changing? What is at hand right now? Okay, your SP is ran off and married somebody else, left you, didn't say a word, or maybe blocked you, or is with somebody else that, maybe you were friends with them. I mean, whatever. I mean, I hear so many different stories in my coaching, and you know what? None of it matters. Why? Because you created that. And you might say, Anna, but oh, have mercy, darling. I would have never created that shit. Nevertheless, you have. I mean, not like to, blame you or anything, but you have. It's accountability, responsibility. It comes with, great power. And so be responsible. Now, it serves to examine what you created and why you did. And then and only then you say, okay, I don't want to play this game anymore this way. I want to play a different game. Okay, now we're working, okay? But only after you acknowledge what's at hand, what's going on right now. If you're not truthful about it, even to yourself, you have nothing to work with, is what it is, right? So it's like if you can't turn on the light and see where the objects are in the room, how can you rework the furniture, all right? And so now that you know where you stand, you go, okay, I've been this, that, and that way, and you were reflecting it back to me, my SP, my darling. So now I'm going to decide certain things, but also I'm going to project onto you what I really want to see. Because that's all they are. They're a mirror. There's nothing else going on. Seriously, guys, this SP of yours that you think is outside over there walking around, having a life, third parties and this and that, they're not doing that. They don't exist without you. I know. Take a little minute to download that. Even though you're spying on them on Instagram and this and any other, they don't exist without you. You're giving away too much power towards them. It's ridiculous. Turn it around, okay? Start creating a different narrative within your mind and start creating what you want to create now, right now, right now, right now, right now, right now. Again, want to reemphasize, they don't have free will. They never did. They never will. Why? It's a creation. It's like, do you paint a painting and then like, what would the painting would like for breakfast this morning? Fuck that shit. No, please. I'm going to put you where I'm going to put you on some wall. I'm going to admire you, and if I want to reposition you, that's what it's going to be. Now, all right. Your SP is not a painting, but close to it. It is a painting. It's a creation, okay? Do you ask your handbag where it wants to go? No, you just take it with you, okay? It's all your story, in other words, all right? So if you want to start commanding your SP and with confidence, that's how it's done, okay? Your puppet needs directions. Otherwise, it's going to be some, situation that you don't want to observe and you don't want to create. Whatever kind of script that suits you, truly. You want them to come back. Like every time you think about your SP, if you're thinking of them, oh my God, they prefer somebody else, they're with a third party, they hate me, or they don't love me anymore, da 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 da. Okay, you've just given a bunch of commands. Congratulations. Rather than doing that, wouldn't it be purposeful after you've done the work on yourself? And I understand it's difficult in the beginning, but rather than doing that, wouldn't it be purposeful to say, they're totally in love with me, they've fallen all over in love with me, they don't understand what even happened, they're having a complete like crazy shift in their mind. They're writing me a letter as we speak. They're going to confess their love to me, and they are going to choose me, and they're going to say there was never anybody like me. Now, it's up to you if you want to forgive certain transgressions of theirs and this, that, and the other. But the fact remains that you can change anybody, right? So it's up to you if you can bring yourself to forgive certain things. And that's what I work on in coaching, this, that, and the other. Now, again, where I draw the line is if that person was truly abusive to you, again, you can make them apologize. Truly up to you if you want to take them back. I don't recommend it, but anybody's changeable. Okay? They're literally your puppet. Why? Because they're part of your reality. They're part of your reality. Now, the people you don't care about changing, don't worry about it. It serves no purpose. It's just entertainment only. Okay? Even the haters are entertainment only. And the confidence is twofold. Not only do you get to commend them, but energetically, don't forget, your mind and your energy is the only mind and energy in your universe. Okay? I'm giving you so much gold right now. It's ridiculous. Don't forget that the confidence reverberates throughout the universe, and that person, your SP, can feel it. If before you were chasing them and you were kind of like crying and desperate and this, that, and the other, if you've changed that and all of a sudden become confident, in my coaching parenthesis here, not for nothing, but it's true story. So many people have come to me like crying, like first session, like crying, like the entire, I'm like, I can hardly make out what it is you're telling me right now. Usually women, obviously, but well, not obviously, I should say, but usually women. And I say, okay, so let's just work. And if they're willing to do it, they're going to regain that confidence that was there in the first place. Everybody's underneath all of this junk. Everybody's a very confident person. They just need to rediscover it. How they do it is with self-love. Administering self-love, investing in yourself, really works miraculously, because you realize it isn't about DSP. It's about you. It's about how you maneuver this energy. And so when you become confident, the second most beautiful thing that happens is that your SP feels it energetically. You don't need to send a smoke signal. You don't need to send a text message. You don't need to send an email, nothing. In fact, it's best that you don't, okay? They will come to you. This is how manifestation works best. You're not manipulating anything on the outside in the 3D. You are attracting it. It's coming to you. That's how you know you're creating it. You can literally, I gave this example so many times on my channel. You can literally sit in bed, not brush your teeth, not do anything, not go to work, and create $1 million. You can literally not send a text or do anything, like I said, with your SP, and you can attract them back into your life. Why? Because energy moves worlds. And if you jump into a new energy, you will jump into a different world where everything is to your liking. But this needs to be that you become a different person, a confident person. There is no other way. Don't wait for some surprise, situation to come out of no, does not exist. There are no surprises. Okay, calm down, everybody. There's no like coincidences. It's all your mind creating things. So even if it's a surprise to you, you've created it on some level, unconsciously, like I said, but through some things that you are not even like consciously aware of. Nevertheless, you created it. I want to leave you with this. The other night I had this really weird dream, which I have a lot of these dreams. It was a lucid dream. I love those because I know in the dream that I'm dreaming, and it becomes so much more fun. It's amazing. And so in the dream, I am just kind of like exploring, walking around. There's different sceneries, different like fairies and different like alien looking people. And when I say alien, they don't look like grays. They look like, humans, but like weird kind of humans. More beautiful, more tall, more, larger heads. I don't know, whatever. Rabbits the size of a human, this kind of deal. Kind of like Alice in Wonderland situation. And this guy came up to me and said, "Oh, you're Anna the coach, right?" And I was like, "Yes." And he said, "Wow, I really wanted to talk to you. Would you like to have like a date with me or something?" I said, "No, no, no, I'm not, I'm taken. I don't date." And he said, "Well, maybe I can make you change your mind, la la la." And the energy that I got from him is he really wanted to understand how to manifest, he really wanted to get at that. And what I did in front of him, and I do this a lot in my dream state, is I said, just let me show you something, and literally like this is as real as like I'm sitting here in my armchair in my office and recording this. And I said, "Okay, look at this." And I started levitating, like way high, like, maybe like, I don't know, 20 feet in the air. And I said, "You see, you just don't know how to fly." And he was standing on the ground and like looking at me like, "What?" And I was just like flying around and, my consciousness, you do it with your consciousness. Like, I want to go here, I want to go fly over here, over there. And then I kind of had enough of this. And then I looked down and I don't even know how to explain it to you guys, but I have this recurring dream where from up there, wherever that place is, things look so much different than from down here, if that makes any sense. I know this will be like really hard to understand for some people, but I looked down and I saw my life, New York City, everything I have, da da da. And, it looks like a cartoon. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It looks like like a cartoon kind of deal. And I said, like not a real place, like an invented place, if that makes any sense. Like the Wizard of Oz kind of deal. It's not an actual place, it's just an invented place. So why I'm telling you all of this is because for two reasons. Because you need to learn how to fly in order to manifest. And flying is a metaphor for exploring new realms, exploring new heights in your consciousness. And two, nothing is actually as real as you think it is. It's all invented. It's all a creation. Your SP is a creation. If you're lighthearted about things like, money, SP, etc., and you don't attribute such importance to it, it becomes a lot easier to play this game of manifestation. Thank you so much for listening. All the information from me is below. Happy New Year to all. I love you all. Thank you again for listening. If you have any questions, email me or comment below. Thank you, and until next time, I'll talk to you next year. Ciao, ciao.